Times you're looking for shit she can take. Right in your face one more time. I didn't get picked to play. But that's okay, let's make a toast today.
Join me, Aaron Joy, every Saturday and tune in to Evolving with EJ, new artists, new music on My Radio Chicago, Support District Radio with my producer.
Your boy Sean Mac, the one-stop shop. And guess what, y'all? The Support District Radio app is free. So go ahead and download it every Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. I see you there.
It's more than radio. Evolving with EJ.
Hey y'all, BB Trinette here, inviting you to hang out with me and my friends on Convos in Chicago every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. That's right, amazing conversations with guest co-hosts every week, sprinkled with a wide variety of music. You never know what you're going to get from Convos in Chicago, so make sure you tune in here on the one and only My Radio Chicago, a Support District Radio network. You know it's more than radio.
We are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Yes. I know, right? I don't have the whole thing going on because I'm still getting to know these buttons here. Like, okay, so the best one that I have, let me show you what I got. What I got is claps, and I have to press the buttons and go back to that so I can, boom. So the applause comes on. And that's all I got. That's literally all I got. Let me unplug this because I'm not using this shit. Hey y'all, welcome. This is Convos in Chicago, and we are here with the very, very wonderful, delightful Miss Felice in the building. So I am just super excited to have you here. Okay. I want to hear the claps. I'm not pressing any buttons. Anywho, Felice, thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much
for showing up. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. I'm really happy about you being here right now. Hold on, let me get some good background music going. Yes, we have the mood music. I do have mood music. So
I love that you know how to do all this stuff. I don't know how to do anything.
Really?
No, I don't know how to do anything.
You know what? It takes practice. You gotta like. Yes.
I just threw my ass on radio.
Stone Pony told me to play with it, so I got in the studio and I just started playing with it. Devontae Stone. You're like, oh, who is this? Who is this?
Play with it.
So the first day of school, no lie, he gave us the basics. Like he taught us what we needed to do. He showed us on a dry erase board, pulled out his little slides, gave us some flyers and some handouts and stuff. By the next day, he was like, okay, I need you to go in the studio and make me a 30-second commercial spot. And so folks was just like, what? He like, man, just go in there and play with it. And so that was always his thing, like just play with. So it was like an ongoing joke for the rest of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like,
yeah, you got to go in there and fool with it and mess with stuff and mess up and all of that. Yeah. So shouts out to my mentor and one of my favorites, Mr. Devontae Stone over at Illinois Media School.
Is he still there?
Yes.
Oh, really?
He is still there. Okay. And so that was wonderful. But about you. So you say they just threw you on the air, huh?
Yeah, that was Corey. Shout out to Corey Ether.
Okay.
So anything
nice.
Or the best or whatever is always going to be Corey Ether's fault. So he knows that.
He knows it. He knows it.
He's fine with it. He gets it. He knows with it. You know, he's fine with it. He threw me on. He made me do it.
True.
And then I made Stacy do it. And that's just that's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens. I knew nothing though. And I went on to FM.
Okay.
I was on FM immediately. So that's like.
So tell me about your experience with FM.
Well, we didn't have a beat button. Like, you know what I mean? So it's literally, I don't know what it is now because this is 4.5 years ago, but it was $500 a curse word.
Mm.
So if you were to curse, that's $500. So we were scared shitless on that first show.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So shout out to DJ MH Cheddar and Wild Bill because they actually were at that time still on Urban Grind.
Mm-hmm.
And so they became our first. They told us that we're going to be your first guest. Thank God, because we didn't know anything about radio, nothing.
Right.
So they came on our first show, and they did the whole show. We didn't do anything. So I just sat there like two idiots because literally we were so scared we were going to curse. So we were there. We were on 89.9 FM up there in Lisle for like a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years.
Yeah.
And then she actually, Elise actually had to close. She closed the station. She was actually supposed to buy. They were supposed to have a buyout, and it didn't work out.
Okay.
At the end of the day, so at that point, I was already doing the orchestration radio show out of E.J. Beats' recording studio.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually didn't even start it. I was just getting ready to start it. And so I wound up just bringing Determined Radio to his studio. So he does.
So that's how that came
That's
about.
how that came about. Yeah. Only because the station closed, and I was already starting over there. So I called him screaming. Mm-hmm. So he's like, "It'll be fine. It'll be fine." I'm like, it'll be fine.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How much of this kind of intersects with you have Determined Radio, and then you have the Purple People.
Yeah.
Stand Up for Kids.
Yeah.
And then how much of this intersects with you managing artists? Because I want to clarify that. Do you manage artists?
So I am the manager at EWs, and I am the manager of Love Time.
Right.
So so I can do everything. I do shows.
You do everything. That's why I wanted to have you here.
Yeah.
Because it's like you wear so many hats.
And I like it that way.
And I know you love it that way because it's like this woman stays on the move. You hear me? And it's like to see that's definitely an inspiration because you always, and even when I took my break during COVID, you was like, when you coming back to the airwaves beyond? You know what I mean? Like
during COVID.
Yeah.
We were still up in Lisle, like at the beginning of COVID, like with the shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
And Stacey and I were like at 10 o'clock at night, we were we're leaving and there was nobody.
It was ghost town. I bet.
We had so much fun on the highway though.
I bet because you was going like 100, 120.
We were like seeing how long it could take me to get from Lisle to Chicago, and I think my best time was like 32 minutes or something, if I remember right.
Wow.
On a normal day, it would take you like 45, 50 minutes. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Candace. Candace Nicole says, hey, ladies. Hey, Candace.
We played your song.
Yeah, we just played your song. Yeah. Toast to that. Make sure you all, she said, let me get a screenshot. I know, right?
What?
Let me get a screenshot of this. The closest to a picture I'm going to get of Felice, which is so true.
You're like, flip people off.
So this is Nip Slip Saturday, by the way.
Saturday.
So nothing's happening right now. The Nips are dormant. They chilling, and we're in here, and we just gonna be talking and having a good time because this is our moment to pick Felice's brain about the industry. You've been doing this, but because you wear so many hats, I'm sure you've had a lot of like pitfalls and like things that you just had to like figure out on your own. Any kind of learning curve other than like having the people around you, because I know Corey is probably a really good person to have around.
I have amazing mentors. I mean, besides Corey, from like E.J. Beats to DJ MH started a while, Bill to Brian Stenson to Illinois Jones, like these are all guys I started with. This is before I was even on radio. I already knew. You know what I mean? I mean, Biko, all those guys. Like, because I was a manager first. You know what I mean? So I already like Gary P. I mean, that he like still sits on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
hey,
like,
Gary.
Shout out to my guy. But like, you know what I mean? Like, those are the guys. Those are like the OGs to me. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I have an issue or I already had like something that I needed to know or what happened, those were the first people I would go to. And I might go to a couple of them just to get the like opinions of what they have to say. And normally, and 9 times out of 10, they all agreed within each other, not even knowing that I was doing that. You know what I mean? Like, all right, he said this. Yeah. He said yes. He said yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I start as far as like, you know, mentors and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely need those. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure like as far as here, like everybody's
for sure.
Definitely Shy Blizz. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys have an issue. That's who you're going to go to first.
Shy Blizz treated me like he was a network marketer when it came to to My Radio Chicago, because he definitely had presented it, but then he kept like making like indirect promoting it. Like
Right.
he'll walk past me after the classes were out, going back and forth to the printer and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, nothing, just getting things ready for my radio Chicago. And I'm just like, oh, that's funny.
Right,
You
right. He was coaching you without you.
He was coaching me. And then at one point in time, he just was like, where you gonna get your own show, BB? Like, really, what's going on with you? And honestly, it was because I just was scared.
Yeah.
I was afraid of the unknown. I didn't know. Like, I went to school ultimately just so I could make good commercials for my network marketing company. But I realized how much I love this shit.
Who did you go to school with? You
And,
like Monix and stuff?
So funny story.
I would know.
I graduated in 2016.
Oh, okay.
So I went back and worked there in 2018 in the education department. So that's how I met all those guys. So She Bananas and Monix were our first group of folks that got put on Power 92. Like that was a program started. Yeah, when I was there, we started doing that as an internship for the students, and they were phenomenal.
They were. I remember that was the best one.
Yeah.
The other ones that did the
but
they were definitely the best.
True enough, because everybody else after that had some big shoes to fill. And they're the ones that are responsible for even in return putting me on to the independent artist circuit. Because honestly, outside of like the folks that I knew when I was coming up, like your Twister, Do or Die, I didn't really follow the underground circuit like that. So
same with me.
Being around like She Banana, she's the one that introduced me to Johnny. So I give her the credit for that, you know. And Monix, he's GS the brand. I had no clue who GS was until he sat me down like, you gotta hear this. Right. So and then I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, good, right? So with you, what were you doing before radio? What was it like?
I was literally doing stand-up for kids. Before radio, I was managing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was managing Amio at the time.
Yeah.
He's on his fly back. He's on his way back.
He is. It was so good to see him at Purple Palooza.
I have a show that I'm doing with ID the G from 23 Entertainment, Determined Radio. It is on this Wednesday.
Okay.
We're doing I'm just kind of I got into this mode of I'm over showcases. I'm like, let's just give people money.
Are you showcase fatigued at this point?
At this point, I am showcase fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what can we do that's different that we can give them some money? Like give away some money.
Yeah.
People love money. So I'm like, what if we did a one song, or I don't know if it was my idea or it probably was ID's, to do one single, just one song, your hottest record that you have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We'll have some panel. We got Everyday Jay from Illinois Radio is going to be a panelist.
Okay.
We have Ray Bands from Lucky Management. She's going to be a panelist, but it's really going to be crowd pick, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to do any more than 20 people. That's it. I don't even know if we have 20. I think we have 18. I don't want to do more than that. I don't want a million.
Yeah, because
all that shit too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
because 18's a lot already.
But it's just one song.
Right.
One song.
Yeah, when you break it down, it's 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna critique it a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how we'll do it if we're just gonna do it on a form and people can fill it out, or how we're gonna do it at the end of the day. But first place, you're gonna get $300 flat cash.
Nice.
There you go. Third place, you'll get some marketing, because ID the G owns 23 Entertainment, which is a marketing company. And I always tell people, this is 99% of this game is marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to do a marketing promo package for you for third place. So we have some prizes, give it away.
Right.
I'm tired of showcases. I'm tired of.
Are you all following Felice? Let me stop and just say that, because you have to stay in the loop. If you ever want to have access, there are things that we share. Felice especially, she shares these events. She's talking about giving away $300 for your best song. I mean, what is it for you to just email that over to Determined Radio? Because what's the email? And we could,
you can just literally go,
or just follow
the social media, Determined Radio, Facebook and Instagram. The email is on there.
Is on there. Send your MP3s, and show up. And showing up is half the battle. So
we have some special performances that night too. So we're gonna throw in Boy Floyd's gonna do a little fun performance.
Yay, Boy Floyd. I haven't seen him in a while.
He's around. He's working out his arms.
Is he big now? Did he get bulky?
Yeah, he's
cool.
He's looking hot. He's looking hot.
Okay.
So we have Boy Floyd. We have Lil
Sexy
Keisha.
boy Floyd. He
Lil
not
Keisha.
boy no more. He man Floyd.
Yeah, we got my Korean twin, Lil Keisha, in the building.
Yes, Lil
And then Ray Bans is gonna hit her song "Toxic." So
nice.
yeah, so just a couple that'll be like the intermission.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to do that. The food is amazing wild here. The sound system.
Yeah, they food is good.
I'm ridiculous about sound systems, so we of course have hired the sound guy because I cannot
Nice.
stand bad sound systems. In
Right.
most of these places. Shout out to all the places that suck with your sound system. Fix them.
Your sound system sucks.
And I don't know if it's a sound system. Mics that suck. I don't know. But
Yeah.
So
Right.
I love that. The stage is so fun there. The food's great there. So I'm like, come on, let's do it.
Yeah, check out Wild Hair. This is the first
Wednesday,
first Wednesdays of the month.
We'll be every Wednesday, the first of the month. There'll be different stuff.
Yeah, yep. So be there. You have the opportunity to win $300 cash. Put in your best song. It's some of y'all are so good. Some of y'all are so phenomenal that I think that you even have imposter syndrome. You don't know that you the shit. And I think you should just go on a fluke and go with God and just submit something, because you never know, it might be you. And $300 is not easy to come by. So if that's like a plus, that's a blessing this summer. So
we'll have vendors too. We're not actually at the moment. We're done. We're as far as booking
vendors and stuff.
The single part that's done.
Oh, okay.
But come and hang out and meet
and just
network. And
right.
We are still taking vendors. We have a few slots left for that.
Absolutely.
But I interview on,
and you're gonna have a gang of media coverage there. So
I always have.
You always. Yep. You keep us in a loop.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Love Child project. So, how'd you discover Love Child in a sense? That is that proper to say that you discovered him? Yeah.
I discovered him. He was
Okay.
So I was at Taco's House of sold that whole motherfucker out at House of Blue show years ago.
Wow.
And so I saw him get on stage, and they have a song called "Wanna Love" together. And at the time, he was Willie Neal. Love Child. And he got on that stage, and I was like, my hair was like this high on my arms.
Nice.
That's a star. I don't know who the hell that guy is. I don't know nothing about him. I'm like, holy shit. So I think maybe a year went by or so, and then it was like COVID happened, and Taco was doing his underrated album release.
Right. Oh, you posted that commercial. It was so funny.
Yeah. Oh, the other day. And so that album release party happened up in West Chicago, and you can only have 50 people, and we had to wear masks and the whole thing. He was still wanted to do it. So we went up there. Me, Chiquita, and Monix actually we interviewed him on the stage first with an audience of the 50 people. We did a little one-on-one, gave him some shit, since Taco. And so I looked back and I saw that guy again. I'm like, that's that guy again that's got that song with Taco. So they went on stage, and I was like, this dude, holy shit.
Yeah.
So, and it was just that one song. He was just featuring on his song. He wasn't doing anything else. So he came up to me and he was like, when you were on that panel, did you say that you had a radio show called Determined Radio? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, listen. He's like, my manager just passed away. His name is Dutch Schultz. He owned Determined Hustle. I'm like, yeah, I know who that is. I'm like, he was a huge clothing brand. He did a lot of stuff with Rockstar Roadie. He does a lot. Their DJ was DJ Trey. Shout out DJ Trey, happy birthday. Yes, right. So we just started chatting. He's like, I don't know if you manage. I don't care if you don't. I don't know what the fuck you do. He's like, but listen. He's like, you're gonna be my manager, and that's that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Period.
And that was 3 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years. 3 years ago.
Yeah.
This is summer, so 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And so that's been ever since. That's it. That's it. I'll ride or die for him.
Well, we have to have Love Child on the show.
Yeah. For sure.
AK Willie Neal. Yeah. Shouts out to you. I first met you at the Purple Palooza this past last month, right? Yeah. That was last month. And you do have a stage presence. You command that stage. So yeah, shouts out to you. And look at Taco making the connections. Yes. That was the first time I ever met him. We ships passing in the night, man, I guess. Yeah. Yep.
He's been here. He's been on every show over here for sure.
I bet.
Yeah.
Just,
crazy.
Yep. So
I did not know that was the first time you ever met.
Love Child come through.
Yeah.
And I love me some taco. His birthday party was lit. I mean, he just always got that real, that energy that he brings, and it was great seeing his mom. Oh, they went to college together.
And so did Nanette. Nanette was at college with them too.
Really?
By the way. Yeah.
Look at that.
Her interview. I didn't know that either.
There's
a song floating somewhere, but it's not out or anything. But they do have a song together somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not know she went to college with them either.
Okay.
She's another one.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's so small. This industry is like this big.
It really is. Like Chicago is not as big as people
really
think it
not.
is. It
It's
really
really
is.
not.
Like once you're in a particular industry or a certain circuit, like, and then there's these circles that kind of interconnect with each other.
Gossips.
And then everybody got something.
business.
Exactly. So that's why it's just best to stay on the up and up and have a good attitude and a positive spirit and just stay neutral. You know what I mean? Like be careful who you're talking to, about who.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
No idea, because I promise you, whoever you're talking about, everybody knows too. Like
period.
You just can't do any of that.
You cannot. And right. It is best to do that.
Yep.
Or whatever you say, this is just my rule of thumb, whatever it is that you're saying, make sure that you can say it to that person and that it's received in a way that it's not negative or derogatory or fighting words. I don't fight, so I try to make sure that, I don't need to. I press charges. You go into jail, you put your hands on me. For real.
Period.
Hey, BZ, way back BZ, long time ago, BZ. Hey, BB Trinette and Felice, y'all look amazing. Thank you. Yes. And then Sexy Lexi says, ladies. Hey, Lexi.
I have 7 of them around me.
Do you?
There's a lot happening.
Wow. Yeah, you know what? It can be a lot when you around Geminis. Like, I kid you not, it is, because they want to celebrate their birthdays all month. Like that one person, they'll have like
bodies. So they have each person has to have a different day.
Yes. And if it's their birthday and you miss one event, they will. That is not okay. That's not okay.
Do you have Geminis around you?
I do.
Yeah.
My sister's a Gemini.
My sister's Gemini too.
Okay.
My
yeah.
Sister, my brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I got a whole lot of them.
But it's funny because gems are so fun, man. Like
you know what you're gonna get.
You have no clue. Like you walk in the room and then the Gemini comes in the room and everybody like, hey, they already know that the party is about to be live, even if that's because some Geminis, they don't turn up, they just kind of chill. Yeah. But it's like the energy when they come in the room is like, okay, this is gonna be a dope party.
Yeah. My 2 best girlfriends are also Geminis.
Yeah.
Jill is a Gemini, Gary P is a Gemini.
Yes, he is.
Geminis. Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy is that they all act different. Well, I mean, I think that the girl Geminis, if you ask me, are a little bit more chill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The guys are like, shots Kanye. They're all like that.
No,
you don't know
not Kanye, not Donald Trump. You really don't know what you're gonna get with a Gemini. You really don't. And then it's
the most entertaining thing ever to me.
All the time.
Like
you cannot not like a Gemini. Like something is wrong with you if you don't like Gemini.
You're so hated. What sign are you?
Virgos are hated too, though.
Yeah, I don't like Virgos.
See, this is what I'm saying. See,
Virgo too.
I have a lot of Leo. I'm a Leo cusper, so that might be why. Because there are Virgos that are like towards the end of Virgo season that are more Libra.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. Honey, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just don't say that at all.
But she's like 2 days before Gemini.
Gemini, okay. Like my daughter's a pure Taurus. Like I think she's the first day of Taurus season. So love the bull, right? Lexi say, and is okay. Yes, and Felice the Gemini whisperer. She called you a Gemini whisperer.
I love her though.
I love Lexi. So we gotta jump into some music real quick. Take a little music break. And then we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about, work-life balance, family, and what you got coming up. So y'all make sure you stay tuned. I'll be putting the music's labels up just so you can stay in tune with who's singing what. And this is Convos in Chicago with BB Trinette. Make sure you follow both of us on Facebook and Instagram. All right, we're going to jump into some Submission by Taco. I love this song.
All you gotta do is tell me what you want. I'ma listen, I'ma get you right. I'm behind you, I'm right by your side. It's your woman. Loving you, helping you, supporting you. I'ma do better. Follow you, sex on you, no attitude, love you good with submission.
Look, that sound like everything I like. I swear, girl, you the perfect type. Don't give me no attitude when I'm mad at you, cause we in this for life. Whatever you want, just say the price. I'ma make it happen, don't need for no capping. I swear to God, you cold as ice. So you already know I'ma roll the dice. I'm in it for the long haul, or whatever that song called. I'm on the road and I'm chasing my goal, but I'm only a phone call. So baby girl, don't fall for that boy, they be feeding you. Cause when I get back, you gon' throw it back. Cause I'm needing you, never leaving you for real.
Tell me what you want. I'ma listen, I'ma get you right. I'm behind you, I'm right by your side. It's your woman. Loving you, helping you, supporting you. I'ma do it better. Follow you, sex on you, no attitude, love you good with submission.
Look, you want the mocking man. I swear to God, you my biggest fan. And even though we go through, we always go through. Cause you my biggest friend. I'ma be with you until the end. This ain't no talking through the hand. This ain't real, we gon' build. They can't see it through the lens. Just tell them to hush up, cause they got us fucked up. They all in our business, they mad that we winning and we always tucked up. They mad that you cuffed up, and you here to stay. It's like on my DM, but don't even see him, cause you at the home plate. We grown, we grown.
Tell me what you want. I'ma listen, I'ma get you right. I'm behind you, I'm right by your side. It's your woman. Loving you, helping you, supporting you. I'ma do it better. Follow you, sex on you, no attitude, love you good with submission.
Welcome to the night shift.
Shawty, you ain't gotta be stressed, yeah. You can fuck me and be blessed, yeah. You can come from over the best, yeah. You say you wanna know my sex, yeah. Told her get dressed, yeah. Told her piss in that dress, yeah. Gotta explain press, nah. Never got his bitch out west, nah. I got her with me, but some moves. She know I never follow rules. That pussy be wetter than a pool, and I always turn her in the fool. Then get in that like a fool. Learning about it like I'm a school. Told her shout it coming from the goon. West side, nigga super smooth. Conversation like an interlude. Shout it call me when you coming through. You know I can put you in the mood. We been fucking since this afternoon. Had to straighten out her attitude. Gotta have my room in the nude. Now these other bitches mad at you. Cause these other bitches want it too. Wanna do they know shoe. Wanna pull up in that fucking cool. Blowing dope all out the room. Know they all wanna wear them shoes. Know they all wanna share these views. Making love underneath the moon. And I'm trying to do it out with you, yeah. Shawty, you ain't gotta be stressed, yeah. You can fuck me and be blessed, yeah. You can come from over the best, yeah. Say you wanna know my chest, yeah. Told her get dressed, yeah. Told her piss in that dress, yeah. Got an ex-eat fresh, nah. Never got his bitch out west, nah. I got her with me, but some moves. She know I never follow rules. That pussy be wetter than a fool. And I always turn her in the fool. They get in that bitch like a fool. Learning her body like I'm a school. I told her shout it coming from the goon. Yeah. Told her shout it coming from the goon. Told her shout it coming from the goon.
Ownership club, financial power hour 106.3. Turn your radio up louder. Every Sunday from 9 to 11 p.m. That's the time to tune in to the Ownership Club. Financial Power Hour 106.3. Turn your radio up louder. Every Sunday from 9 to 11 p.m. I suggest you tune in.
Chick on my side to the day that we die. We ride together to the end. Call us Bonnie and Clyde.
We don't fold, we don't bend. He's my lover and friend. Been together through this hard knock life for sin.
Defeating them odds, they kill them and we playing them cards. You know what I mean? Nothing come between this thing of ours.
I'm the queen on the throne, protect the king in the zone. The best way, like Bonnie and Clyde, a checkmate.
I got a Bonnie beside me, I play the Clyde role. I'm talking real love, a woman you will die for. I gave her my heart and my soul. She ain't worried about Marilyn, my Bonnie status, Jackie O. She the only one that I trust with this. When the cops raided the spot, she flushed the. I had 17,000, she ain't touch a cent. Y'all can't fathom how that went. Back when I was locked up, she had the whole house packed up. And when I came home, she helped me get my racks up. Out of town trips, we was booming and 40 ounces in a week, how we was moving and she kept a in a person, she'll put in the work. We hit a lick on the Vic, she pull a whip in reverse. For better or worse, together till we put in the dirt. I'ma ride till we die, she my Bonnie, I'm her Clyde. Got a chick on my side to the day that I die. We ride together to the end, call us Bonnie and Clyde.
We don't fold, we don't bend. He's my lover and friend. Been together through this hard knock life for sin.
Defeating them odds, they deal them and we playing them cards. You know what I mean? Nothing come between this thing of ours.
I'm the queen on the throne, protect the king in the zone. The best way, like Bonnie and Clyde, a checkmate. I be his lover and his rock like Michelle the Barack. They see us flourishing and growing, they be hoping we stop. But it ain't no slowing, we in motion, though they scheming, they plot. I give it to them while we rolling, spin the drop top. I hold his in this, I be playing my part. And if it's out of line, I'ma make a thing start. It's that king and that queen like we playing some cards. The ace is that A+, pouring in the garage. We stay trippy, get the trippin', now we handle suitcases full of cash, we stay handling business. We don't do much talking, we just show when we prove how we prove. Cause you was there when I was gone with thrill. So I give my all to who I call to. We with them, yeah, it's all true. We gon' ball, do something like Bonnie and Clyde is gang to the end. But we on that 2020 call us Queen and Slim. I'm saying.
Got a chick on my side to the day that I die. We ride together to the end, call us Bonnie and Clyde.
We don't fold, we don't bend. He's my lover and friend. Been together through this hard knock life for sin.
Defeating them odds, they deal them and we playing them cards. You know what I mean? Nothing come between this thing of ours.
I'm the queen on the throne, protect the king in the zone. The best way, like Bonnie and Clyde, a checkmate.
Yeah. See my Bonnie, I'm Clyde. See my Bonnie, I'm Clyde. And we ride, and we ride.
I'm Miss Bonnie, he Clyde. I'm Miss Bonnie, he Clyde. And we ride, and we ride.
See my Bonnie, I'm Clyde. See my Bonnie, I'm Clyde. And we ride, and we ride.
I'm Miss Bonnie, he Clyde. I'm Miss Bonnie, he Clyde.
And we ride,
and we ride.
And we ride, and we ride.
And we ride.
And we ride.
We ride, we ride.
Yeah, and we ride, and we ride.
And we ride.
Yeah.
We ride, we ride.
And we ride.
We ride.
And we ride.
We ride.
And we ride.
And we ride.
Yeah.
We gon' ride, we gon' ride.
Just Apologies for using all these apostrophes. My writing thorough, I dotted I's and I crossed my T's. My niche, they wonder why these entendres get lost in Z's. Hope springs eternal, but ways won't learn you or cross your seas. So I will take what they will not give, I'm not waiting for. And when I make it, I will not give them a gracious poem. Can't have they Grammys and all of they other Matrix forums. But it's my fate to erase these snakes so I can't ignore them. They looking over my head, they couldn't see me profit. Bars went over their head, they couldn't see a profit. It's small talking I dread, I couldn't see me gossip. I'm looking over their head, I couldn't see the hobbit. Ball with a stash, the younger version of Louis Gossett. A firewalker and gentleman as I make deposits. I live my truth while y'all sitting positive, speak on honest. While I go out like a project hottest, I'm being modest. They looking over my head, they couldn't see me profit. Bars went over their head, they couldn't see a profit. It's small talking I dread, I couldn't see me gossip. Ball with a stash, the younger version of Louis Gossett. I walk the line 500 times without losing balance. My struggle fine, way past a 9 and I'm losing talent. This earth designed to let it shine, yes it's fools with gallant. Creators favor the winner sign, so don't lose the challenge. Knowledge intrinsic and overstand that your brother's kindred. Don't get offended by Satan tricks or trap by forensics. We are tremendous, we have to be for us to invent this. Take care of business and own your masters, you feel stupendous. They looking over my head, they couldn't see me profit. Bars went over their head, they couldn't see a profit. It's small talking I dread, I couldn't see me gossip. I'm looking over their head, I couldn't see the hobbit. Ball with a stash, the younger version of Louis Gossett. A firewalker and gentleman as I make deposits. I live my truth while y'all sitting positive, speak on honest. While I go out like a project hottest, I'm being modest. They looking over my head, they couldn't see me profit. Bars went over their head, they couldn't see a profit. It's small talking I dread, I couldn't see me gossip. Ball with a stash, the younger version of Louis Gossett.
When I first laid my eyes on you, life felt true. And it was pointless to try to move, I felt good. My heart began to race, but not as fast as my mind. I could focus on the irony, but I couldn't waste time. I had to figure out who you are. I had to figure out what you're going through. Figure out where you headed. Figure out how to join you. 'Cause I need your love. I need your love. Oh, say, I need your love. Yeah, I need your love. Yeah. You are like a burst of thunder in the middle of the summer. Nothing to really be afraid of, but enough to make you wonder, like where you came from. You are so powerful, fly like a dove. Are you the angel I pray from above? 'Cause you became mine, changed how I love. And you are so beautiful, so beautiful. It would be beautiful, I could do to you. It feels good to me. Love me for centuries. Figure it out. Keep kissing me. Figure out. I know this was meant to be. I'm so in love, though I never wanna be without you. When I first laid my eyes on you, I felt true. And it was pointless to try to move. I felt good. My heart began to race, but not as fast as my mind. I could focus on the irony, but I couldn't going through. So figure out where you headed. Figure out how to join you. I need your love. I need your love. Oh, say, need your love. Yeah, need your love. Yeah. I need your love, baby, baby.
They're killing us live tonight.
Oh my gosh, y'all killing the
We're
live,
on
yo.
live. We're on live.
I mean the eyes and stuff. You know, we got spirit out here with the eyes.
I see. We played you.
We
I
did.
tagged you.
What's up,
Okay, no.
Chill? Chill came out the woodwork like y'all up there springing, huh? Springing. Oh
Turn
Lord,
up
we
the
got
camera.
kinfolk. Yo, what's going on, sir? D Smith in the building, GTD. What's good, great people? What's good with you, sir? And we definitely had a beautiful Marley Caprice. She will be at Shades and Sundresses tonight, so make sure y'all come check her out. She's going to be performing. I know she performed that new song that everybody is talking about on social media right now. So I hope you are there to see Miss Marley Caprice.
Well,
Get
I
it
hope that they heard
cracking.
what the rules were, because Monix was on Determined Radio with me.
Oh.
And we decided that if you guys are going to do the what is it called again? Sundresses and shades, or
Yes, the Shades and Sundresses.
In order to compete, that you got to win like $150 or something.
Yeah,
like
so $150.
You can't be having anything on under those sundresses.
No, yes.
So Monix says he's not going to be the checker, but there might be a checker. So
Right. You never know who's watching.
Right. You never know
because
who's watching.
everybody will have shades on.
Right.
So it's gonna be
you
like
can't have that on. You can't
like,
have
and
that.
it could be women, it could be men, it could be anybody, any way in between.
Yeah,
And
you're disqualified if you have them on.
right, because look, we already know what sundresses is about. We all grown, and who is running around with a bunch of granny panties on up under these sundresses? This is not what we're doing.
So if you're wearing them, you're disqualified. You're gonna have to take them off because you're not getting the $150 if you have them on.
Yeah, nah, you disqualified.
Yeah, you're disqualified. That's how it should go.
Kid folks out here.
That's how
He
it should
say
go.
he out here trying to get. Look, stop it, boy. Ain't nobody paying no attention to him. Anyway, yeah. So we have Felice from Determined Radio in the building, everybody, and we were just sitting here talking about all the different types of music that we grew up listening to. And with being in this industry, you are like, I hate to say it, but you're saturated with like hip hop and like certain sounds, the rap battle type, and that kind of thing. Even but it still you still have to have a certain soft spot for hip hop because that's the root of all of it. And then hip hop is a culture. And so I guess I have started asking the guests, and you're no different at this point. When did you fall in love with hip hop?
I think as a kid, I always listened to everything. That's what
Okay.
we're talking about. Like I listened to everything.
Was there a particular song you had on repeat that you just that was like that?
I can't even remember. I just think because we played everything in my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And my friends played everything that, then you grow up listening to all this stuff. From country to heavy metal to hip hop to all of that. NWA, my mom used to play. Like I remember like all that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I
like really very. I love lyrical. They're extremely lyrical. I like.
Yes.
I love the story.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a whole bunch of people in Chicago that do music like that. Clearly, you know what I mean. So like a lot of my like favorite like lyricals, and I've been just now starting to get them on my show finally because they're slow. I'll tell my slow ones. Is like Fillmore Green, and these are people you definitely need to like check them out because they're not really out and about. They don't really go to shows and do this stuff, but there's some seriously, they're amazing. Like from Jude Dilla to Rufus Sims to Panamera P to Fillmore Green. Like they're like these guys are amazing. So just kind of Jay Hayes, just like one by one, I've been slowly getting them on, and they're all friends as well. They all met at different times and stuff, but. I met one, and then I've been trying to get that one on for like 3 years, and because I got that one on, then the other one.
Another one, yes, I peeped that too.
Right, and like Jujilla won on at the 312 Awards, so I grabbed him, and he was there with Rufus. So, like, there's a lot of stuff. But I will also say too, when we were talking about this yesterday too, is that the lane that's open in Chicago that people don't seem to understand that's open, and it is wide open.
Oh, do tell.
Is literally like twerk music.
Yes.
That is wide open.
Yes, it is.
That lane is literally. Shout out to Media Mark.
Oh, man. Look who just walked in. And my friend.
We're talking about what lane is wide open in Chicago. And like the twerk music lane.
Twerk music. Yes.
Wide open.
That juke music is back.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the only. This is all we came up with. So shout out to Moneybags. Who's a producer who sat with him, like we had this discussion during his interview.
Yeah,
it's like Kingpin Brew and Big Boss Damo and Carla G and Why G Dot, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's it. There might be like one more that I'm missing. Probably there's nobody just making just that music. I'm not talking about a song that has one song. I'm talking about that is. Just making that
just make juke music.
Yes. Oh, and I told Kiwi Murray, and shout out to my girl, like she's starting to do that, and she's listening. She's listening.
She started off with that New Orleans bounce music sound.
Yeah, she's
okay,
which is decent.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna get her to perform.
Yeah,
that
no, it's really good. But that's what I'm saying is that actual lane is wide open.
It is.
Why not G Dot? He makes that music.
That's
what
he
can really rap too.
Right, he can really rap. But he doesn't sit on that side. He knows that lane's wide open.
Right.
He knows that lane's wide open. He's got every.
While it's hot.
He's got every DJ playing that I'm partnering into. I hear it at 10 o'clock at night in Casanova. I hear it with Hot Rod. I hear it all over the place on night. He knows because if you think about this, and Fox Montana just made a whole post about it, is that if you think about this, is that that's what the DJs want to play.
They do. But that's what the people want to dance to.
And that's what they want to dance.
They want to dance to that like it was.
We do be trying to force lyrical miracle stuff.
It's
clubs,
right,
and that's never where it belongs.
It doesn't.
I mean, lyrical stuff belongs in a peer space.
Right.
You got time? Pull up a seat.
I got a little bit of time. I got to
that's
okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I got lyrical belongs in an intimate space.
Right.
You know, it belongs in an intimate space with 40 of your core fans.
Right.
You don't got 40 core fans. Right. We need to work on that. Right. But you know what I'm saying? That's what that belongs. Why G Dot music belongs in the club.
Right.
Speaking of people who got Kingpin Brew belongs in the club. Carla G. Amio, when he was doing this thing, he had a couple joints belonging in his club. He told me he's gonna come back around too. But you know that belongs in the back. That stuff that make you.
Yeah, that stuff that make you wanna.
Like I got the music where I have to love you in order to like it.
Yep.
You know, I have to love you as an artist. Like it's a couple of artists I don't like, but I can't help it.
Yeah.
and it's gonna get people to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I didn't think about that for Shades of Sundress. I ain't gonna lie. It's something I would have thought about. Going, you know what? You know, luckily Xavier got one from me, and Marla Caprice actually has one.
Yeah.
And that one is something.
Ray-Bans has got
I've heard it.
She's got one.
Okay.
She got one, a new one that's like in the juke.
Yeah,
mix,
I keep
in
hearing.
the juke sample.
I was like, woo, I can't wait tonight.
You know, even
I
Candace
already
Nicole got a
know she
reggae
go
joint
with
for me. I hope she performed that.
Yes.
You feel me? But so yeah, that's that. But you're 100% correct. We want to just get jammed on the radio, but we're not playing radio music. Mm-hmm. Lyrical Miracle is great for core fans. Right.
Yeah.
But it bores a lot of other people because of the time of day it may be getting played, and that's just the truth of the matter. We don't want to hear that, and I don't want to say it, but it's we appeal into the
think like that. You have to remember this is 99% business.
Exactly.
They don't like that it's 99% business. They want it to be 99% music and 1%, but it's the opposite. So you got to think in a business sense. So
You gotta-
why
you
you
got-
guys thinking in a business?
it needs to be-
sense?
it needs to
He
be-
knows that this is what the DJs want. He knows what this what's going to get.
It needs to be up
He
tempo,
knows that the song's going to go viral
Up-
because of how it is.
up tempo, 150 beats a minute.
That and line dance songs.
Yeah.
Everybody like getting on the
They
floor for a
love
line
dance
dance.
songs. Right.
Cause the older
not
crowd,
wrong.
If you're throwing
we
a party,
not
if you're throwing
we
a
not
party, you
finna
gotta.
twerk like that. We might do a little something in our chair, but when it come to getting on these knees, honey, we gotta pick a struggle, either wearing flat shoes and twerk or heels and just looking cute. Cause after that, you're gonna regret it in the morning. But in the meantime, you put a line dance up with one of our old favorites, like the slide or something, the Ghetto House slide. That's my favorite. I get up and I do a little something.
Just like a radio
you know.
song is different than a regular. You know what I mean? Like you have to think if you want your song to be on the radio, you got to think how you're going to make it get on the radio. It's got to have a radio sound.
Right.
You don't want
sound. You have to have a radio sound.
Oftentimes radio is played a lot of most of the radio is played during times where people need to be up
Mhm.
and energetic. We don't think about that. We want to, I'm not going to say names of songs, but it's just slower song. Like that's cool if it got some kind of dope beat to it that get me going. You know what I'm saying? There's some R&B joints where that bass is just, it does it for you. You know, but if it's not that, if the production ain't there, your voice will carry you over into people liking you. Your voice won't carry you over into success on some level. It'll carry you into social success. Because I'm on the radio, I can get it done.
Right.
Just because of that. But is that gonna take me into
Exactly
success for real?
Yeah. Is it gonna sustain?
Is it gonna get me out the red?
Right.
Because I'm in the red. Well, I'm coming up out of it a little bit. But like thank goodness. But it's been a while. I've been doing this 5 years.
Sure.
I'm in the red.
Yeah.
Is it gonna get me? Is whatever you're doing going to get you out the red? Assuming that you want to do this as a business. For some people, it's a social club. Hey, and that's okay. You doing what you love to do.
Too.
I think that's dope.
Some people think it's a
It's
hobby,
good for
and
me
that's
too
okay
because now that's one less person I got to worry about. I don't have to eat your lunch. I can go over here and make less enemies.
Right.
Serious.
No, that's true. Right.
Yep.
That's so true.
I like watching people's posts. Like I have so many artists on my Facebook page, and I don't chime into a lot of them, but I like to hear what people have to say as far as like wanting to create shows and they want this and they want just to hear what artists have to say. You know what I mean? I don't agree with some
a lot
stuff.
of us
Some
are
stuff
hustling.
I agree, some I don't agree, but I like to see what their mindset, their mind is. Sometimes I'll correct them if I see something that's just like I gotta get in that and I gotta comment on that. But other than that, I just kind of stay out of shit.
A lot of us are hustling backwards when it comes to that kind of conversation. Anyway, we don't even have a brand of show for real. We're not playing our hits. You're like, if you got a song that's a go, you milk that for all it got. There are people who got $5,000 bookings because of this one song. With all the radio play, they don't put money behind this that they should put money behind. I'm sitting there watching it. I'm wondering what I know about a business is you front load a lot of money up front for marketing that you potentially not going to get back because you don't know if it's going to work. But it's what you got to do. Marketing is a forever thing. You always have to be marketing.
That's so true.
That's true. It's never gonna work.
Your brand always has to be seen. That's why I'm so glad I ran into my merch lady because
you have to expose your business.
We have to. They have a song. They're going to spend money on the studio. They're going to spend money on the song. That's right. Money on their outfit for the video. They're going to pay for the video guy, the photographer,
and the weed.
And the weed, of course, the weed, the girls, the clothes, all the stuff, the fake jewelry. Shout out to the fake jewelry. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, now it's ready. They have to market this. They don't have any money left.
Right. When marketing should have been your first.
Right. You don't have to have the best
kitty.
Video, best video.
No.
People buying into you, and then the thing about marketing is so people can believe you. So they can buy your image, so they can believe you and feel your story.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Jay-Z's the greatest because we believe him.
Right.
Not because he's the best technical skill set rapper.
Right.
He's not the best technical skill set rapper.
Not just that, but he said, "Welcome to the greatest."
But we believe him.
So.
And we watched him grow.
Right.
And live, and he literally created a lifestyle so he can rap about it and get more money from rapping about it.
There's plenty of songs I'm sure you have too that you've heard on the radio. You're like, why is this on the
radio?
Why
is this here?
Lil Yachty, why was he on the radio? But you know what? They found his market because they put some money behind it. It blew up on TikTok and they put money into finding his demographics.
It's a lot of.
He just really learned how to rap.
Yep.
Lil Yachty.
It's a lot of them like
It's a
that.
lot of them like that, and that's what they don't think. They're like, I have a hot song, but there's no marketing behind it. Nobody cares.
Yeah, if you don't
And it
put
ain't hot,
money into
really. How do you know
your,
if it's hot if you never
you don't put marketing
You're lying.
dollars to your
You
business.
know, hot,
it's a
hot
wrap.
means it's going around like a hot
So
potato.
everybody is a hot song.
You got to pass it around.
Yep.
If it ain't being passed around, maybe it's hot in this little environment.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
They're Chicago famous. That's why I like
And
to
half
say
of them, even
Chicago
half of us are not even Chicago famous. We're in this network part of Chicago
famous.
famous.
That's right.
We're
There's
we're
whole people, bunch
we're
of people,
we're Tri-City South Suburbs famous, like
Yeah.
Madison, Richmond Park,
Yeah.
Park Forest
Yeah,
famous,
right.
which is cool.
Right.
It's a great start.
Right.
But now we got to get Harvey Dalton,
Right.
Calumet Park,
Right.
Hunters in Chicago
True.
famous.
Right.
And I'm learning that. Just my first business, my first endeavor on my own, with this. And I'm like, man, I've learned so many lessons last week. And I'm good though. I'm so good with whatever comes out of this because I'm learning
I love
so
this.
much, and I'm more comfortable making decisions now. Like, hey, I'm more comfortable. See, I don't like making decisions, clutch decisions, as much as I like set the precedent from the jump.
Yeah.
I'm much more comfortable setting a precedent from the jump. Now I am, because now I'm taking. I'm the way I'm dealing with some things now is it's not like I'd like. So okay, I know I always knew that I was going to run it back regardless of what happened. So now I know what to do. Now I know what I want to do. Now I know what I want to say, and I'm okay if you don't like it. You don't got to be here.
Yep.
Set your own stuff up then, which I hope you do and do great at.
Facts.
But yeah, man.
It's definitely never ending. Like I never stop learning stuff. I'm gonna learn stuff nonstop. Like
Yeah.
never ending.
Always.
Definitely never.
Nanette says, "Hey y'all, BB, Felice, and Teddy Bear."
Oh, that's my radio host.
Am I Teddy Bear or am I Tony Starks?
We're getting divorced anyway.
Ladies,
Don't divorce me,
it's
baby.
enough for Teddy
We can have
Bear
an open
to go
relationship.
around, okay?
Open relationship.
Yeah, we can have an open open work relationship.
Are we
got
contemplating a work polyamorous?
work polyamory. This is
Work polyamory.
We were talking about because I didn't realize that she started back in technically in 2016, but she was behind the scene in 2018. I was out there in 2018 when I met you, 2018, and then the move started, and I didn't know she was behind the scene of that.
Yeah.
hell, I didn't know till about a year ago.
Damn, whoa. Really?
Yeah, because I don't sit up and talk and
See, she's like me. That's why
I don't care.
I have my hands in so many things.
All I
that
knew
I'm
is that
talking
Stone Pony pulled me and She Bananas into a room, and Stone Pony came up with that. I think Stone Pony came up with the actual name of it
yeah.
when we were sitting right there, but the idea had been around. And they told us about it. I thought they would cap it. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm gonna go do my Shop Talk 7 show and went to see the Underground.
Yeah, no, we have been thinking about opportunities for you all to do real internships because it was a drought of internships where you could go. Like when I was there in 2016, there were internships. Like I got to work with WCIU. Like that was huge at the time. And it was a fantastic experience. And I saw that when I came back that it just didn't seem to be, because at that time, radio was changing as we know it. TV was changing as we know it because social media was starting to be more prominent, and we had to start teaching people not just how to operate a camera, but now we got to teach y'all how to turn stuff on social media, how to share a post, how to go live. Stuff like that was important. And people was like, what? Like it was actually messing up the old heads too, because they don't want to adjust to all this new stuff. You know, I got folks that I know that's in the industry. They did not want to adjust to the new stuff. Podcasting. They were like, what is that? You know, but we needed something solid for the students to have confidence and hope that they were going to be able to go out here and do something for themselves.
And nobody's show ever was better than theirs.
Right. They definitely set the precedent. They set that precedent so high, man. Look. And they did a phenomenal job, and I felt so proud because because both of them were my friends, right? And like it was just like to see them grow as students, like come in, and I didn't know them from a can of paint, and like them end up being like family. It was crazy. But yeah,
I tried to quit at first. I sent Joe Kestner before we actually went to the station, because at first we were just recording and sending it in.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was just caught up in the room with She Bananas for like 12 hours one day trying to record something. And then I went home that night and called my friend. I was like, come over here, let's try to record something. And we did the same thing. And in an hour.
Okay.
So I almost quit. I'm like, I'm not doing this. Nope, no more. He's like, no, you're not quitting. I sent an email and everything. I still have it.
Yeah.
He's like, we're going to the station next week. You can't quit now. I'm like, oh, I guess. All right. But me and Shakita, we just having some creative differences at that point, but we figured it out.
Yep. Shouts out to She
forward.
Bananas, man. We can give her flowers, man. She's you. Oh my goodness. And
I was like, thank you for the opportunity, but I gotta go. But it worked out.
Yeah.
And we were only supposed to do that for like 4 to 6 weeks. We ended up being on there about 6-7 months.
Yep. Yep.
Because it was so good.
Yeah.
And it was difficult to find people to replace them.
Yeah.
That was our behind the scene thing. Is like, now that this is all the way up here, who do we bring in next?
They picked it.
That Lefty?
They picked the right one.
They put Lakeshore,
Lefty and Lefty Lakeshore and Liv.
Yep, sure did. But you had a couple of elements with it. First of all, they had to be committed. They had to be showing up. Showing up is half the battle. If you wasn't there, then what good is that? You know. So a lot of times people look like a threat, but they not a threat. All they do is show up.
Right.
All you gotta do is be there.
They picked people who were serious about what they were doing.
Serious about what you're
like
doing.
Me and Shakita had the most intern hours at the school.
I
was running.
Oh my God!
I was running
putting
3
in
shows.
Hours was crazy.
Actually, I was running 4 shows at the time. I was doing Shop Talk 7.
I just
think on
stopped putting their
Tuesdays
hours
and Thursdays.
in, once they had what they had, I just was like,
I had Heating Up
okay.
Sports on Mondays. And I had, it was 3. So Heating Up Sports on Mondays, Shop Talk 7 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we were doing Sunday Night Vibes. Ralph, Lauren, and Shay Kool-Aid.
Yep.
On Sunday nights at my radio was on 35th.
Yep.
And then we had the.
I remember that.
I think the first show because I did that before radio. So with Amio, I think it was Carol Rex was the first show that we ever did.
Ricky Rex.
I think that was I think that was the first one, and then I think it went to like Chiquita, and then it went to like Tia Chanel, and I closed out. I was on Tia Chanel's last show. But I was there so many damn times.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know. Like I didn't even go to the school.
But I gotta go get a shirt and then get a nap.
Okay, but before you head out, let's go ahead and talk about.
Disqualified if you have on under the sundress. So Monix is not going to be the one checking, but he might have someone you don't know. So just don't have him on.
I mean, you know,
you never know if you're going to get checked. You're disqualified.
You are disqualified.
Panty lines will probably not be the move. I don't know if you can. Yeah. I don't want to tell you how to hygiene.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's definitely like not happening tonight.
Hey, just to let y'all know, I got this from a female. I didn't make this up.
Right. No, I told you.
Yeah. No. This is definitely
totally not my idea, but it makes sense.
Right.
I had a bunch of women tell me how sundresses should be worn.
Right.
Sundresses are to be worn.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And that's it.
You definitely shouldn't have them on.
And that's it. And then
some twerking wouldn't hurt. You know what I mean? A little bit
twerking.
Before we pick you out of the crowd.
There you go.
We're gonna pick you out the crowd.
Well, yeah, we're gonna pick somebody. We're gonna pick a few out the crowd, and we're gonna.
Okay. So is that confirmed a twerk contest or
no? It's not confirmed.
Okay, not confirmed.
Not a contest.
Y'all.
I'm just saying if we did see you twerking and it looked nice.
If we pick out the best twerker, you never know what could happen with
the best twerker might win the sundresses contest. The best twerker might. I mean, not that we're not having the twerking contest, but if we see you on the floor moving,
no pressure.
If we see you on the floor and moving, I'm just saying.
And the sundress is sundressing, you know.
If that sundress is sundressing.
It's just
my worst nightmare. My worst nightmare is that Marley, Tia, or Candace have the best sundress on. They can't win.
Right, because they all So shades and sundresses at Ambitions tonight, and this is gonna be your first presentation.
First Media Monix presents. I did something with Melly a couple of years ago. Then I had to take a break. That was music things, which actually went off pretty well.
Okay.
Yes, my first one was just me. Yeah. It's interesting process. A lot more to come. Takeover Tuesdays, open mic night, starting this Tuesday. $15 entry for the artists.
Okay.
$200 prize.
Yeah.
So right now, I need more. We got 4 artists right now.
And what
We got
date
3
is this
artists and a
for?
comedian because I'm taking comedians and poets too.
Okay, that's
Rappers, singers, comedians, and poets.
Okay.
You gotta keep promoting. You're not promoting enough because I haven't even heard about it.
So
I haven't
this
heard about it.
this is gonna be
You're not promoting
Every Tuesday.
every Tuesday, right?
I need to promote more.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
No, we gonna get on that. I just wanted to put all my energy into shades and sundresses, which I have a good feeling that it's gonna be a big turnout. We gonna have folks lined up outside the door trying to get up in there. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, Nanette say having an event that everyone look like me is wow. Show Liz, because we definitely gonna miss you tonight, sweet thing. I swear. That is when we
Said
thought of
everyone
it.
look like her. They will.
When
huh?
we thought about this, we thought about you. I told her we had her in mind.
She
when we
wears
thought
shades
about
and
this.
sundresses all the
Shades
time.
and sundresses all the time. So yes, this is gonna be wild.
Thank you for inspiring vision.
Yes, thank you for inspiring this whole thing. She said, "Joking? No, you ain't joking. That's
That is
real
what she
stuff.
does.
That's real
That
shit.
literally is what she does.
Even the
So-
other day when she was at our studio, she had
Yep,
shades.
shades.
Summertime, summertime the net, boy.
Summertime.
Summertime the net.
She's summertime fine, y'all. She's summertime fine. So but she's gonna be out in Bolingbrook today. So yeah, shouts out to her. I think she's gonna be with Busy Bone.
Yeah.
So
Well, if you happen to end up
good
making it
luck
that way
to you,
anyway, stop
Nanette.
by to
We
see
love
it.
you. And we definitely wish you could stop by if you can, but I completely understand if you don't, because that is a
But I gotta go because I'm
long
getting
way.
yelled at on the phone right now. Because I'm supposed to be doing something.
Okay. Yeah, and make sure y'all show up. Thanks for coming by. He stopped in, y'all. Media Mics, everybody. Make sure y'all check him out. Yes, your radio husband. I thought y'all was getting a divorce. It's complicated. It's just like marriages. Okay, all right. Yes. Exactly. Industry polyamory. That's what we're talking about. So yeah, make sure y'all come out. She said I'm gonna try to pull up afterward. Yeah, pull up on us. Pull up. If you can't though, I definitely get it. But yeah. So where were we? We was about to jump into you talking about work-life balance.
Yeah.
So to my knowledge, you have a daughter.
Yes.
And she is 17.
16.
She's 16.
Almost 17.
Oh.
She's gonna be 17 soon. Couple months.
Yeah, when's her birthday? October. Right, right. Yeah. How's it being the mother of a teenager?
It's horrible, these girls.
Oh my gosh. Because
it's
mine is 17.
Yeah, like, it's horrible.
And I am just like, what in the
I
what?
don't know how people have more than one.
Yeah.
One,
I don't either.
I'm good.
I
Thanks,
don't.
I'm good.
I get it. I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
But
Does she
yeah.
think you're cool or no?
She does think I'm
she
cool.
does?
She thinks I'm
Good.
actually sometimes she thinks I'm too cool. Like her friends, they love me. So
Her friends love me, but she doesn't like that they love me because
yeah, she doesn't like that
Right.
they love me
Right.
though.
Right. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
No,
So
stop talking to the boys.
yeah. And I'm still mom, you
Right,
know. So
right.
they all
Right.
respect me and stuff, but I don't know what they're saying behind my back. And so I'm sure that that's something that just probably is. She just roll eyes like, oh my God, you know. And on top of it, they never know what's coming out of my mouth.
Right.
So,
She's
so they no
She's
filter.
sick.
So it's kind of wild. It's wild. But we have a healthy balance, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Hey, Bree.
Yeah, definitely.
Bree Nicole says, hey, Felice.
Hey, I hate bringing it up.
And
What is she doing over the summer?
she's trying to work. She's looking for a job. She wants to get another barista gig because she was working at Starbucks last year, and I think she just kind of got like Starbucks burnt out. So she's more leaning towards like the independent, like the more smaller mom and pop coffee houses, which I dig that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like small businesses and stuff, support small businesses, everybody. And so she wants to do that.
That's fine.
I'm okay with her working. I really, really wanted her to learn how to drive this summer, though.
Or she didn't do that.
She hasn't done range yet, and I don't think I don't think it's on the top of her priority list because she gets to be driven
She's a city
around.
kid.
Yeah, she's a city kid. She can hop on a bus and go straight down. Like you
Right.
could just hop on a 14 and go straight downtown from our
Right,
house.
right.
So it's not like on a red line or anything dangerous.
Right.
Like I'm not saying that it's not dangerous, but it's like less likely because it's a bus. If
Right.
something's going
My
on, they
kid's
pull
100%
over.
shitty kid too, and
Yeah.
she can't get that. She doesn't have her license yet either, but she's in
Mhm.
school for it and whatever. She's done now. Now she has her permit. Now she's just waiting on hours, and you got to wait like 9 months or whatever it is.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like a 9-month thing, and so in the state of Illinois it's like 9 months. So she'll get it right before she turns 17, and she's hot to get her license. I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah, where you
I'm
going?
like, where are you going?
That was
We're
my
going
thing at
suburbs.
first,
I'm
because
like,
at
where are you
first I
going?
was not hyped
She
about
takes
her trying to
trains
drive.
and planes and
Yeah.
buses. She's the same thing. Her
Yeah.
mom picks me up or whatever. Her dad.
Yep.
But like I'm like,
Ubers.
yeah,
Yep.
where are you going?
Where are you
Like, why are you so
going?
hot to get your license?
And you still gotta ask me before you go. So where are you going?
Exactly.
I need to know who's gonna be there, how
Right,
long, and all that.
Right.
So we
Right.
did kind of table the whole driver's ed thing.
That's what I'm saying. How do you have more than one? Like it's so hard. Like I have the
It
app
is a
on her.
lot.
Like where is she? Like you know. What I
It's
mean?
a lot. Yes,
It's
I
a
had my
lot.
Find Out on her.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a lot. Like I'm always watching.
Yes.
It's
And
a
then
lot.
trying to like keep up with what they're doing on
Yeah.
social media, what they're exposed to.
Yeah.
And it's like at this point, I just had to put a prayer out
She only
there.
has Instagram and Snapchat. Those are the only ones. She doesn't have Facebook.
Yeah,
or anything,
Bianca,
so-
same thing. She
Yeah,
does
and I
not
didn't
fool.
let her do any
She
of that
told
till
me
she was, like,
Facebook was
14.
for old people.
Right. That's what they say that. Yeah. That's what they do say that.
She was like, Facebook's for dinosaurs or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
and that's
oh
what she
my
said that.
gosh.
She didn't even get it until she like 2 years ago because I was literally holding out as hard as I could.
Yeah.
She's like, everybody but me. I'm like, how about by the time I'm 14? Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I
They
held
grow
out as
up
hard as
and
I
they
could.
grow up so fast though,
know.
because we were just at like preschool, and then fifth grade they had this whole little, because she went to like one of those grade schools where they only went up to fifth grade, and then she had to go like junior high.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Ours
so
did
they
that.
had
We
like
didn't have
the
that. Ours went all the way to 8th.
and so
Yeah,
high
that's
school
fun.
is high
Yeah.
school has been interesting with the social thing and boys and and everybody, because the gender fluidity, I think,
Yes.
is something that we
Yes. I've
didn't
learned a lot of things.
necessarily have back in our day. I'm happy that we live in a time where it is more progressive.
Right.
Because back in the day, you knew people where you speculated somebody was of something. Not that it was your business,
Right.
but you speculated. And it was kind of always like a pink elephant in the room.
Right.
And like
it's
now,
nobody
it's
cares.
like nobody cares. And I like that feeling like, yeah, whatever. Like
love
nobody
that.
cares.
Be free to be, man.
Absolutely. So as far as like when it comes to like your love life, how is it working out being so busy, wearing all these hats, being around all these guys and stuff like that? Does it ever hinder your love life in a way that you wish that sometimes you did something else?
No, because I don't. We had this conversation with Monix on Wednesday. Do you think, I'm going to throw it to you, do you think that it's better to date somebody in this industry or not? Because I was married to somebody not in this industry. And that was rough on that. I know other people that were married to people that were not in the industry and that they didn't work out either. Do you know what I'm saying? Or do you think, but I also don't, I'm not going to date a rapper.
Yeah.
You better have another job, but that's not the main.
That's not my main.
Job as a rapper.
What else do you do?
Yeah, exactly. Like that'll never happen.
Fellas, what else do you do?
Right.
You start telling me, oh yeah, I'm a rapper, I'm a model.
Right.
What else you do? What you do?
Right.
Because I need to know what you do for money.
Right. Like
how are you paying your bills?
It's not a real job because there are rappers.
There are legit, that are out here getting the bag, and we know that and we understand that. But until then, it has already been tried, tested, and proven. And so that's why when I have musical artists and guests, I always ask them what their bread and butter is. Like, what's their go-to job? Like, what are they doing?
They all have one.
Exactly. Like I found out BZ, he's like the dude that like fills the planes and stuff, the fuel guy.
Yeah.
I was like, get out of here.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I've been doing that for 13 years. I'm like, get out of here.
That's why a union job.
On top of that. So because he's taking care of his family. He's got kids, he's got a woman, he's got, and these are investments here, especially early on. No matter what it is you're doing, you could be doing music, you can be painting paint art. You know, you can be out here just writing books. I know plenty of authors and poets that are just starving artists, but you have to get up and go find something else. And I think Uber and Lyft just open the door for that type of thing because creatives are all over the place. And it's amazing how, you know, when there's a will, there's a way. You know, you can either make money or excuses, but they don't hang out together. So for those that don't have something else, go get something else. But to go back to that point,
I
though,
don't like actual date, like an actual, like if somebody asks me out on a date, like I'm not going to go on a whole full date. Like first of all, I'm not going to waste 3 hours eating dinner with you. That's not happening if I don't even like know you.
Yeah,
like I've met you at like say
like I need to know you before at this point.
I will meet you for a drink after work or after something or for like that's my out after an hour. I don't like this guy, out the door. Bye. I'm not going to like get myself committed into like a full situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, let's go out for a drink. I'll meet you at blah blah blah. And then you could just like sit and in 30 seconds. Yeah. I know in 10 seconds. Yeah. Like if you'd even click with that person. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe if that drink is going well, it can then proceed. Yep. Because you like the guy or what have you. But I gotta get my kid from school or I gotta get my kid from dance. So true. I got some excuse happening. I'm out that door. Right. No.
Because Felice,
I don't have that time for all that.
For the fella, tell them we know out the gate whether we gonna give the kitty cat or not. Like it is, we know. Like there are some caveats, right? The ones where I never knew this was gonna happen with us. But for the most part, you meet somebody, you be like, right. And then when they open their mouth, that's another layer. Because sometimes you meet the ones that be like, and then they open their mouth and they start talking to you, you be like, cookie jar closed. You know, you meet them, you see them, cookie jar open. They start running their mouth, cookie jar closed.
I feel like you gotta F my brain first.
Yes.
You gotta F my brain
I am a huge sapiosexual. Yeah. Like I love a man that has thought-provoking questions. Right. Ask me about me. I don't want to sit there and run my mouth. Right. I am not, I'm not average in that capacity. I will sit there and do more listening than I do talking. I only do this because I just love talking. Right. But for the most part, if I'm like meeting people, I'm listening. Yeah. And so to sit there and like, you looking at me, oh, you show it. Once you tell me I'm fine like once or twice, after that it's just overkill, like hosing me down. Like, let me go get you some water. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm serious. Like, let me go get you some water.
But when you give a guy a whole first date, like
that's too much because I've been on dates when I gave a whole date and the guy was super handsy. He was so creepy. And I just did not. And I was stuck for the rest of the night until I actually had to say, okay, this is where I'm going now. Because he wanted to drive and hit Lakeshore Drive and like just say, like cruise. And
on top of that, like did you know this guy to begin with? Like I get in a car, somebody I don't know either.
No, we had met on Facebook dating, but we had talked like maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Wait, and then he came to your house and picked you up?
No, we met somewhere. Okay. We met. Yeah, we met somewhere, and then I did get in the car with him to go to the dinner because it was on the north side, and I hate driving. Okay. So we did do that. So on our way back, he was just kind of like, are you in a rush? Can I kick?
Done that.
Right. I should not have. Okay.
You definitely learn things from dating. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep, absolutely. Because at this point now he basically knows where I live at in the vicinity and that kind of thing. Right.
No, that's happening.
Yep.
No, not dating. Nope.
And this day and age is so dangerous because people are predatory when it comes to it. Like they meet folks on social dating sites, the Plenty of Fish and all that stuff just to like rob people. And it's scary the times that we live in because people our economy is so shot to crap. Folks are out here hungry, so they doing desperate things. Right. It's dangerous. Yeah. So enough about the dating scene. Yeah. When it comes to managing other family business, relatives, and going out of town and visiting them, when do you get time to actually do that? And then when do you get time for you? Because I do know that with this industry comes a lot of times you have to have balance.
Yeah.
So
I made balance. I used to go to like everybody's shows and everybody, and shout out to all you guys that do all these shows and all that. I don't do that as much really anymore. I haven't for like maybe the last 2 years or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? In the beginning, when you're first on radio and you need to like be out there and networking, go to people's shows and learn, get these artists and get these interviews and because you're trying to get these people. Now they all come to me. I don't have to do anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get emails, interview requests. I get all that stuff now.
Yeah.
And I had to work for that. So now I kind of like, now I get to sit back and enjoy it a lot more. I feel like now I don't have to like be out there. I'm like, I already know all these artists. I already know all this. I already know all these people. I know all the radio people. Like, I could sit back now. But like I said in the beginning, you had to be out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like anybody that's new in this industry, you need to be out there all the time and networking and meeting people and getting to know people. Like all of that. Even with artists, same thing. You meet people, get out there, go to the shows. Even if you're performing the show, go to the show. Network with promoters, network with people, all that network.
Yeah.
And I still do that. I don't get.
But you don't have to do it as
But
much.
I'm a lot pickier of where I'm going.
Period. There.
Because I'm like, if I'm going to go to this show, I already know everybody. But then there's this show that maybe there's like people I don't know.
Right.
Or the one that I don't know because I want to meet new people.
Meet new people.
Right.
Introduce them to our circle or vice versa.
Right.
Start, you know.
This is a whole industry. There's a lot more than just like.
And it's a whole city, and it's more than
That's
one or two genres of music. It's more than just hip hop and R&B.
Right.
There's folk music, you know. There's live bands.
Right.
They're like it's all different types of
That's
stuff.
why I love interviewing. Like of course, love interviewing rappers and things like that. But it's great when I have somebody that's like an author or somebody that's like wrote a book or somebody that like other things. I interview other people besides just that.
Right.
I don't get that as the majority. No. But when I do get that, I'm like, oh, I'm not talking about music at all. Like, great.
Refreshing.
You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you do in your free time?
In my free time these days, I'm at the beach.
Woo!
I'm at the beach. There's been a lot of beach happening.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm at the beach because it's summer. Like
it's
I
summer.
live for Chicago summer. Like
it's
I don't
time
like to
for
go anywhere in the summer at all. I don't like to go on vacation in the summer because I live for Chicago summer.
And I love the sun and I love the sand. And when I tell people I go tanning, I go tanning. And folks like, you go tanning? Yes, I go tanning with my friends, honey. We go out there, we lay there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe turn over twice and then go have cocktails or something. Don't just hang out.
Yeah.
All right, up and down Rush Street. We could go over there, you know, Wicker Park, that kind of thing, and just like chill out.
Catch it's super fun to hang out over there. There's a lot of fest happening right now, so I've hit a couple of those.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's fest all this. Like,
yes.
I want to be outside.
I want to be outside.
I don't need to be in the show. I need to be outside.
We outside. We outside this summer.
Life.
We outside with potential nip slips. It's happening. So we're gonna take a small break, and then when we come back, we're just going to wrap up with like where people can find you, what you have coming up, and little last words and stuff like that. This is Convos in Chicago, everybody. I am BB Trinette, and we will be back. I'm gonna play some music real quick, and I think y'all want to hear some Chocolate Dove. And wait, that's dirty. Wait, hold on. Chanel, I had you already, and then it came up and said dirty. We can't play the dirty one. I didn't even know it was a dirty version of this. Really? Like that's hilarious to me. Actually,
is there a dirty version of that?
That's hilarious. What could it possibly be that's dirty that Chanel's talking about? She's so sweet, by the way. Shouts out to Chanel Ellis. Right, probably. This is Chocolate Dove, everybody. My Radio Chicago, a support district network radio station where it is more than
I know you wanna slide tonight. You know I wanna ride you right. We've been making love time. You know I'm gonna ride tonight. I know I drive you crazy. I'm your baby. You know you wanna feel this. I must set you free again. You know I can feel your energy. It's in me, you're mine. You're mine.
You're mine. Baby, you can feel. We can go on. See, you be flexing hard on it. That's why I'm working hard to get you here. Cause I love the way you walk, I love the way you talk. Even though you go crazy sometimes, I know you don't mean it, no. Cause you got a heart, you just wanna know, yeah. You know I wanna, I can feel your energy to me, you're mine. You're mine. Chocolate dove, you're mine. You're my chocolate dove, you're mine. You're my chocolate dove, you're mine. You're my chocolate dove, my chocolate dove, you're my chocolate dove. You're my chocolate dove, you're my chocolate dove, you're mine. You're my chocolate dove, you're mine. You know I wanna. I can feel your energy to me, you're mine. You're mine. These basic they coming up in the desert now. Can't believe since you left the town, it's such a drought. Ain't nobody hold it down quite like you. You a boss, but you know I got the crown too. You know I'm coming for you, I'ma try to get you out. Ain't no stopping me, I'm bringing all my money down. Missing you like icing on the cake now. Keep on dreaming you're coming home any day now. You know I wanna, I can feel your energy, it's in me, you're mine. You're mine. Chocolate dove.
Can I get a kiss tonight? Do say on my lips while I'm licking your body. Can I get a kiss tonight? I know you're a good girl, but tonight, babe, get naughty. There's some things I wanna do to you. You in ways that you had told me. You said it's on me. Girl, come put all that good shit on me. On me. On me, on me. If there ever was a trophy that you need, you want. That pussy golden, that pussy soaking like water guns. The only nigga in your life to make you come while you tryna run. That pussy designer and it's expensive, I got the funds. Ain't no two, you're the only one I need. This shit you do on your knees. Jesus Christ will get jealous on how you worshiping me. 2 letters that your last man hold, the X and L and D. 2 letters what that man can never be, and that's the M and E. Conversations lead to penetration and feeling ecstasy. I'm on it, baby. Unleash your wild side, embrace your inner freak. A good swimmer, but you a good listener. When I provide the D, I'll dog you out. Bring recorders out and do those tricks for me. Hungry for your body and I've been down to eat. I make you my boy, no tricks involved, girl, it's all a treat. Need the pipe when you call, I pull up like f*** it. Where the league at? Sex is out in the pictures and in my gallery. I can't wait to get my hands up on you in the morning. While you stretching and you yawning, we probably won't snooze until it's 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon. You got that look and I know just what I'ma say. Get a kiss tonight, baby. Tonight. Do say on my lips while I'm licking your neck and all over your body. Can I get a kiss tonight for me, baby? For me. I know you're a good girl, but tonight, babe, get naughty. There's some things I wanna do to you. You in ways I know I'm GP. You love how I'm deep. You might be hurt, but you gon' call whenever you are in need, baby. On me, on me, on me. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino Blish. She say, yeah, get a moist, left me no choice, I just might do that. But instead, it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus, I just can't trust that, cause all that back don't do exist. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino Blish. She say, yeah, get a moist, left me no choice, I just might do that. But instead, it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus, I just can't trust that, cause all that back don't do exist. You know the snakes come for the great ones, that's when you weed them out. If you've been A1 since day one, not who I'm speaking about. Just been watching cause I got it locked and I know that they plotting and scheming now. I don't believe in no back door, cause I don't leave my keys around. As soon as they see me, they screaming now. People like, what is the scene about? I turn up the music and hop out the whip. Now you get to see what we about. I pass them in traffic and now they be all out the window. Body just leaning out. They wanted to see the if Dino could do it. I did it. So do you believe it now? I please the crowd. Yes, indeed, I do that. If you talking about cheese for pounds, best believe I move that pip. You better ease it down. It's just me, my crew that's sick. It's just me, my crew that's sick. Hey, go diesel, do that.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out diesel, do that. She said, get up moist, left me no choice, I just might do that. But instead, it's stress. I get bread, I do that. Plus, I just can't trust that. It's all that back don't do exist. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out diesel, do that. She said, get up moist, left me no choice, I just might do that. But instead, it's stress. I get bread, I do that. Plus, I just can't trust that. It's all that back don't exist. Get behind me, I know that I'm ready now. Wanna sign me, I know that they jelly now. Tell them patience, I gotta be steady now. Live like an Asian, smoking on belly now. I ain't worried about none that you mentioned. That you talking about hundreds and Benjamins. They can tell that I'm running a minute. It's RIP Uncle, my son, I'ma finish. I mix it up with the Gucci Gabbana. I mix it up like a coupe and a Hummer. Gum cold as a scoop in the summer. I give it work, they gon' shoot for a number. Can't understand why they always so pressed about Mac though. I keep it true in 100. Not really worried about it. They do at their back though. They gon' come through for the drama. They say they show while she looking away. Was on your guitar, took her away. I gotta come down to riot, this it for the diet. You know that I'm cooking today. They going crazy for that good easy. That lazy, but that need me. They know that I'm not a regular peasy. I tell them don't call my cellular
Every
peasy.
time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino Blish. She say, yeah, get a moist, left me no choice, I just might do that. But instead, it's screw it. I get bread, I do it. Plus, I just can't trust that, cause all that back don't do exist.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out diesel, do that. She said, get up moist, left me no choice, I just might do that. But instead, it's stress. I get bread, I do that. Plus, I just can't trust that. It's all that back don't exist.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino Blish. She say, yeah, get a moist, left me no choice, I just might do that.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out diesel, do that. She said, get up moist, left me no choice, I just might do that.
Hey, baby, I see you done had a long, hard day at work. So, why don't you tell me, what do you prefer? Got vodka, whiskey, tequila, and more. Your favorite cigar, David, I'm obsessed above and notes. Laid at the door to sit back and relax, mommy, more. Do what you do best, 'cause baby, all I wanna do is dance. Would you rather rest in a jacuzzi bath, blasted on the edge, and we talking left, baby? Or I'll rub you down your shoulders and take all that stress. And dinner is ready. What can I do next? 'Cause all I wanna do is serve you. I'm here to bless. I'm here to do what you need, darling. Your every desire is my calling. No arguing, no fighting, no headaches at all. I'm here to serve you, baby. I'm at your taking cold, cause all I wanna do is serve you. I'm here to bless. Rub you down with the baby oil. Full body massage from your temples all the way down to your toes. While you're sleeping, I'll even hide your clothes. Some singing come a dime a dozen, but baby, you're my rose. After that, you can lay on your back. Let me rub your belly, work my way down to all of that. Rub your feet and clip your toes. I'm here to bless. I've got vodka, whiskey, tequila, and more. Your favorite cigar, David. I'm a young slippers and robes laid at the door. Just sit back and relax, mommy. And do what you do best, 'cause baby, all I wanna do is bless. Would you rather rest in a jacuzzi bath while I sit on the edge and we're talking less, baby? Or I'll rub you down your shoulders and take off that stress. And dinner is ready. What can I do next? 'Cause all I wanna do is serve you. I'm here to bless. Listen, baby. I know you like that.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Convos in Chicago. I have the very lovely Miss Felice here, and she is from Determined Radio. And we've just been chopping it up all hour and a half long about like the industry, like our Chicago network, and just how to be able to like build your business and your brand out here, work-life balance. And ultimately, like just the music, like just our love and passion for the music and the culture and everything like that. So at this point, we're just gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. Felice, has been a wonderful pleasure having you here today. I know you don't come out often, but you know. Yeah, man, you got me cheesing from ear to ear with that, and I am just so blessed to have you here. So what do you have coming up in the works? I mean, we talked about the showcase you're gonna have.
Yeah, so that's this Wednesday at the Wild Hair.
Yep.
Doors open at, I don't know, I think 7.
Okay.
And the show will start at like 8. And it's going to be a single song competition. So there's just one song. They're gonna
Right.
perform one song.
One song,
One
people.
Song, that's it. And so we do
Your best foot forward. Your best.
Yeah. So shout out to 23 Entertainment and ID the G. That's who's doing the show with me. And so yeah, just something different, just to like change it up, and just the place is great, the sound system's great, the food's great, like.
Yeah.
Let's go to a different place. I'm tired of Gary. I'm tired.
Any
of
restrictions on the music? Should it be clean lyrics or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, they can play whatever one song
Okay.
they want. I got Mile High in the building as the DJ, so like
DJ Mile High. Yeah.
Come on, Mile High.
Okay.
Who's also a great person that people that aren't going to perform, like aren't in the competition, should
they
be
need to know who.
Yeah, that is definitely one.
Okay.
That's a DJ you definitely want your hands on.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's gonna be super fun. So it's just like chill. It's just till 12, like you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that, and so my artist Love Child, he is going to perform at the City Winery on June 20th.
Okay.
He is one of the openers for his actual full blood uncle, which is Danny Boy. For people that don't know that,
okay.
So Danny Boy is from his show. So is Love Child, and so tickets you can get for that is on the City Winery website.
Okay.
So they have tickets for that. That is June 20th, which I think is
okay,
Tuesday.
people, you hear that? You go to the City Winery website
and
and get that. And I'm sure that if they follow you, Felice, they'll see the flyers with the link and that kind of stuff. Like, goodness.
You have events going on all the time, and you are one of the biggest inspirations just since I was introduced to this world. And so I thank you so much. Yeah, yes,
my girl.
And so yeah, other than that, where can they find you social media wise?
Social media, you can find me Determined Radio Facebook, Determined Radio Instagram. Simple and easy. You want an interview, hit the DM. That's all you got to do.
That's right.
And then that's Wednesday nights 8 to 10. And then the Orchestration Radio, which I host for EJLO Beats. That show is Tuesday nights 8 to 10. The Orchestration Radio Facebook, the Orchestration Radio Station. I know it's a lot of letters. On Instagram, same thing. If you want to get on that show, same thing. DM, I'm on all that too. That's really me.
Yeah.
Hit the DM and we'll interview you there. Yeah, both shows are at the same place.
Yep. Any last words about like you said, the interviewing and marketing and stuff like that? Anything you want to wrap that up and just kind of bring that whole point home? Because I think this whole episode was busy talking to some of these folks that's in the industry that want to get they stuff heard. We already see that it's a predatory streaming industry right now, where the streams and stuff like that are not really matching your income needs.
Right.
So when it comes to like marketing and branding yourself, like what's your one takeaway?
I'm going to tell you to learn the business. Stop dropping music until you learn the business. Don't even drop any music. Go spend 6 months reading everything.
Do your research, right?
Go figure out how to make all your royalties. Like there's 13 to 16 royalties per song. Nobody knows more than 4. Because I asked for how many royalties? 4. 16 up to 16.
Wow.
So go learn and go make money off your music. You're spending all this money on your videos and your clothes and your this and your that, but nobody knows how to make money off the music. 99% of these guys have no clue.
I smell a workshop coming.
Yeah, I'm like, stop making, like we had one.
Yeah.
Gigi Miller came to the studio.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, go learn the actual business part. Go learn how to actually make the money. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, a lot of these artists, they don't want to. They don't want to read a flyer. How are you going to get them to read? To learn that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're Felice, what's the address of the place? Look at the flyer. Like,
yeah.
I can't even get them to read a flyer. Of course, they're not going to want to go and learn how to make that money. But if money is a motivation for you and you want to learn how to make money for yourself, for your music, off of your own music, learn it.
Yeah.
You know,
learn a business.
YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. Shout out to Candace Nicole. She's got like a group that she's like got all that going on. Go to her group. Like, you know, go learn the actual business part. Go make some money.
You got to find a way to turn your passion into profit.
Right.
If not, we
Otherwise,
just
spend
Yep. It's a hobby.
It's a hobby. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you don't know how to do all that stuff, you don't know the actual marketing and the business part of it and making your money.
Yep.
It's a hobby at the end of the day.
Yep.
You know.
This is true.
Right. And my last thing that I just want to say is that be consistent, because that is huge.
Oh yeah.
If you're not consistent, it's never going to work anyway.
Yep. And I learned that too, like being consistent
with everything, not just music,
with everything. Yeah, because I for a while I would put this to not a back burner, but more like a side burner,
right.
And then have other things like this. Right. And I realized where that was growing because I was consistent there, but I wasn't happy there. So I said, well, maybe if I start, putting my energy to where I'm happiest at, if I give it, actually be patient and let it, watch it grow by being consistent, then that's,
Yeah, with everything.
With everything. So
even with radio too. I mean, I haven't missed a beat.
You really haven't. You have not missed a beat
COVID,
at all.
Selling people as they were coming in.
You were not missing a beat. Like it was you
4.5 years in.
And it was Blizz, and y'all, because Blizz didn't miss a beat either. He didn't miss it, and so it's been a plum pleasing pleasure, like in the words of Les Brown, having you here. And before I get up out of here, I do have a couple of little bitty announcements. Yes, make sure you guys do come out tonight to Shades and Sundresses. That is right. And we're going to have Tia Songbird, Doug Old Lake are going to be our hosts, along with Xavier 2 times, Landscaping Lou, Spirit, Jalaya, Candace Nicole, Trosh. And I think we got a couple other folks that, Marley Caprice and Ghost. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, sir, but I will be in the building to watch you because this will be my first time actually meeting you. But to everybody else, good luck on your performances tonight. It is going to be lit. Make sure y'all come pretty early because it will get crowded in that thing. It is hot and folks are going to be outside. And make sure you have on your flies, shades and or sundress. $150 for the winner of the sundress contest and $100 to the guys for the shades contest. So make sure y'all check that out. Also, come next week, I will be doing the commentary at a red carpet event out in Indiana at the Loft. Make sure y'all come out and check that out with Miss Lady, who is producing this one. This is her first go around, I do believe, if not this time, but it definitely in a long time. Miss Lady, we're gonna be at the Loft and we're doing a red carpet for music and media, and it's gonna be honoring TJ Review, C Snapper, and CEO 32 over there. Also, Miss Boss Lady Plus 2 will be there. Miss Carly Rainey is gonna be on the red carpet, so it's gonna be dope. And then I do have a few surprise guests coming to perform. You don't want to miss this, y'all. You gotta follow me on social media, BB Trinette. That's BEBETRANETTE on Facebook and Instagram to see who those special guests are gonna be performing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited right now. I am so excited and I just can't wait. So make sure y'all come and support, if anything. And if you're an artist, come out, get your interview. That's another form of promoting your brand. That's marketing. You come out, you do an interview with me, you'll have that. I will have them send your recording to you. Okay, because I actually got my film guy coming. We're gonna be recording these and then we can send them to you. And that's gonna be part of your package or your press kit to be able to send out to other people to let folks know you outside and you relevant. Okay, so that's our show today. Make sure you check us out every Saturday now here from 2 to 5 p.m. And when I say that, let me clarify, because this is how I go. I have a lot of moving parts. Saturdays for me, this is the best time that I could do it. So in many times, the intention is to be on 3 hours. If we have content that's gonna fit the whole 3 hours, perfect. But most cases, I'm gonna be starting at 2 and maybe ending at 4, or starting at 3 and then ending at 5. Like, you don't know. So I'm not going to like commit, but just know between 2 and 5 p.m. we are here. We're going to be here in the building consistently. I will be here next Saturday with a very special guest, Mr. Doug O'Lake, and definitely the beautiful, the lovely, the classy Miss Tia Songbird. So with that being said, I am out and I'll see y'all next week. Take care.
Learning my lessons, counting my blessings, searching for peace, managing stresses. They giving what they can, I'm giving what I got left. They faking like this shit alright until it all falls left. I let them scar me with the pain, what I could've just left. I let them tarnish my name with guilt all over their breath. While I paint a vivid picture with my blood on the brush, the iron flower still grows in the valley of death. Had to learn to not expect me from people who couldn't beat me. A nigga with an attitude, naive to think it was easy. They text me like I see you way before they didn't believe me. Bandwagoners, family crossed me at the burdens, I'm still dragging them. Old friends been acting shady, falling back from them. Hit my bitch been acting crazy, so I'm matching. Iron flower, what you gonna do with your time while you still got some? When you able to shine in the darkness and grow without sun? Iron flower, what you gonna do when they hurt you? The thorns you grew were a virtue. The plan that you designed and got you feeling as if you Virgil. This ride is private.